Hello, everybody. Welcome along. Can you feel the tension? We are into Saturday, day 2 of round 45 in the EFL Championship. It was Leicester 1, Millwall 1 last night, which has opened the door for Ipswich Town today. Ipswich now know that 4 points from the last 3 games will secure promotion to the Premier League. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 defeat. I'm sure all the Ipswich fans watching will want to do it in the order of win, draw, and have a lovely day in round 46. But it's never quite that simple, is it? West Brom have been deducted 2 points yesterday. They need 1 point to survive. We've been here with West Brom before. They'd already survived and they're kind of back in it right now, aren't they? So the state of play down the bottom there is West Brom and Charlton both need a single point or for Oxford to not win today. So Oxford are playing Sheffield Wednesday. Basically, Oxford would need to win 2 games and West Brom would need to lose both, or Charlton would need to lose both for West Brom to even be in with a chance of being relegated. West Brom have been in great form, by the way. James Morrison has done a superb job there. Someone told me in the chat, they 8, 9 unbeaten, and it's something like 4 or 5 clean sheets in the last 5 or 6 games. They've been really, really good, haven't they? The baggies, and the tension is rising, and we are all here. And I welcome each and every one of you in the chat. We're live on Twitter, we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and we're live down there on TikTok. Welcome Jack, Mitigo, King of Sass, Eddie. Welcome to all of you guys. Can I get a like spike from you lot? If you're watching on any of those platforms, what I need you to do is hit the thumbs up button right now. We normally hit 50 likes on YouTube before we get to kick off. Let's try and do this. I'm going to try and be a bit more expedient than I was yesterday. We were in a right muddle yesterday, so let's get into all of this stuff. Give me that thumbs up. Away you go, 11 seconds. And yeah, just a shout out to we just had one on TikTok there, any Southampton fans on their way to Wembley today. Is it today, Southampton today, or am I being talked to by a Leeds fan? Which way are the FA Cup semi-finals? Let's put our EFL hats on. If you're a Leeds fan or a Southampton fan and you're off to Wembley this weekend, let me say with all balance, good luck to you. Would be lovely to get an ex-EFL side in the FA Cup final. Thank you for all of your support here. We are at 37 likes. Let's see if we can bounce that up to 50. Chelsea leads tomorrow. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, good luck to any Saints fans off to Wembley today facing Manchester City. It'll always be free to watch these streams here live on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. You can support financially. We've got a 5 super chat target and we need a big thank you there to Jay Upper Town from Leeds. Well, good luck to Leeds again and Southampton in the FA Cup semi-finals. I'm supposed to be neutral, but we do the EFL here in the main. So, yeah, you know where my allegiances are. And be a bit boring to get Man City and Chelsea in the Cup final again. Thank you, Jay, for your super chat. Thank you to the gorgeous Kelly. Good morning, Ben and chat. Still waking up over here. Believe it or not, I will miss these super early watch-alongs. Well, we'll miss having you here over the summer, Kelly. But I'm sure you, me, everybody will be back in, week 2 of August when it all kicks off again. Thank you for your wonderful support, everybody, and your super chats. Very much appreciated. We are 2 for 5, and then I'll shut up about the super chat target. Right, I did this all in the wrong order yesterday. So let's do team news first. I've only been doing this for years. I've only done like 60 of these watch-alongs or something this season. Team news now. Let me know who you're looking forward to seeing play and who your potential match winners are in West Brom versus Ipswich Town. Okay, here we go. We should probably mention that there are another two earlies today in the Championship. Charlton versus Hull, which obviously has relegation and playoff, sort of storylines in it. Middlesbrough versus Watford. By the way, if Ipswich lose today and Middlesbrough win, then we go to Tuesday, and if you're a Middlesbrough fan, you've got your popcorn out that it might still be Borough involved when we get to the final day. Anyway, team news. 6.5 minutes, Sky are telling me, until kickoff, so I will hurry the you-know-what up. In goal for West Brom, Max O'Leary. It's a 4-4 F-in-2. You love to see it from James Morrison, and it's worked a charm, hasn't it? Styles and Imre are the full-backs. Campbell and Phillips at centre-back. It's Mowat and Diakite. He was very good last time we did West Brom against Millwall, wasn't he, Diakite? Malumbi and Price are not really wide midfielders in a 4-4-2, but needs must. West Brom just needed to get away from the bottom, didn't they? It is DK and Hegebo. Get two up top. Get the ball into them. You love, love, love to see it on the bench. For the Baggies, Griffiths, Gilchrist, Taylor, Jamo Aloba, Bostock, Bani O'Day, Sule, Madger and Colin Grant. You can still find him. For Ipswich Town, they've got it as a very weird, ignore the foot mob projection of that team. It will be a 4-2-3-1 with Jacob Greaves at left back. Still no Leif Davis there. So it'll be Walton in goal. Kipre then comes in at centre back. Ben Johnson goes out. Greaves will move over to left back, you would imagine. Kipre O'Shea centre back. It'll be Furlong. Right back, Furlong was tremendous, wasn't he? On, what night was it? Wednesday night at Charlton. Grabbed himself a goal, didn't he? Matasiwa and Taylor are the midfield pair. Once again, Jack Clark comes in for Jaden Philogene. Mehmeti starts in the 10. Casey McAteer down the right. And Ivan Azon. I wondered whether Hurst might come in for this one, but McKenna has gone very, very much with the majority of the team that started on Wednesday night, and is basically saying that's the hot hand now, and subs will have to come in as and when. On the bench for Town, Palmer, Johnson, Neal, Jens Kajust, how about that? Didn't expect that. Nunes, Akpom, Hurst, Philogene, Wes Burns also on the bench. Kieran McKenna loves Wes Burns, put it that way. You will see him if there's any possibility. Right. I haven't said hellos and whatnot in the chat. Should we just get straight into predictions? Sorry, there's a super chat in there. Thank you, Jason, $1.99 on the super chat. My Ipswich and EFL channel. Well, thank you very, very much. This is, of course, an EFL Championship channel, but you can see me on Blue Monday, which is very much an Ipswich channel. You can see me on there tomorrow night talking with the great David Diamond and Joe Fairs about this very game. That's 3 for 5 on the Super Chats. Thank you very, very much for your support. Alex Moa and Dara O'Shea are in the tunnel, ready to lead the teams out, and here they come indeed. So we must go to predictions. Hold off on your predictions for 1 second. Let me tell you what the poll on the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel community tab said. Oh, it's a tight one today. 18% said this game would end in a draw. 35% say West Brom will win this game. 47% say Ipswich Town will win this game. What say you? I need your predictions. Oh, the West Brom players bringing their kids out with them. That's absolutely tremendous. Oh, my heart. Be still. That's lovely as a father of a young girl. some quite grown-up kids there by the look of it. Yeah, he's got daddy on the back of her top there, Max O'Leary. That's wonderful. We love to see that. Right, get your predictions in. You don't have to be funny. You don't have to be clever. You do have to be honest. Write down your scorelines. We'll read them together. What you think's going to happen, not what you hope is going to happen, because it would benefit the team you support. Let's try and get some honesty in the comments here today. Predictions time. We'll read some off TikTok as well. You got 24 seconds away. You go. Right, I think I'm on time and I'll be able to read these out today. I was shockingly bad with my timekeeping yesterday, wasn't I? Where are we going to start? Here we go. Right, 3-0 Baggies, 2-1 Baggies, 2-0 Ipswich, 2-1 Ipswich, Desmond, 2-1 Ipswich, 1-1. I do have a rule of thumb that when a draw suits both teams in a game, often that game ends in a draw, doesn't it? Is all I'll say. 1-1, 2-2, 0-0. Go on, Liam. 2-1 West Brom, Desmond. Any more for any more in the comments on the predictions? Shall we have a look down on TikTok? Nothing coming in there. Desmond, 2-1 Baggies, 2-1 Ipswich. I mean, you say unhelpful draw. If Ipswich draw, they need 3 points from the last 2 games, so they could then lose to Southampton and beat QPR on the final day. And of course, West Brom would be safe with a draw. So, yeah, not questioning anybody's integrity here, but I will say it again. Often when a draw suits both teams, particularly when you get to the final 15 minutes of the game, ends in a draw. But we will see what happens. There's one more there. Samuel L. Jackson. How about that? Go on, Sam. 2-1 Ipswich. Right. Have I done all my bidding? No, I haven't. I need to thank the wonderful people over at Betfred who look after our watch-alongs and have done so all season. You will see me on Monday off on the 6:40 a.m. train from Milton Keynes up to Manchester Piccadilly to appear on the Sportsman Untitled podcast. Could you do me a favour and subscribe over there? And I must say, we went over 60,000. It's insane, isn't it? 60,000 subs yesterday on YouTube. So I thank you so kindly, humbly, each and every one of those subscribers for your support. 60,000 is insanity, isn't it? So thank you very, very much. And why don't you hit subscribe if you haven't already? Right. We're good to go. Can you feel the nerves? I think it's helped me waffling down a camera for the last 15 minutes to not feel the nerves, but they are building up now. It's round 45, day 2, and we are off and running at the Hawthorns. West Brom versus Ipswich Town in an absolute crunch match. They all are at this time of the season. Let me reset the teams. Let me get the clock sorted. Baggies, O'Leary, Imre, Phillips, Campbell, Styles. Midfield, Malumbi, Diakite, Mowat, Price, Hegabo, DK up top. Ipswich building down the left early. Is that going to be a foul? No. Referee lets it go and West Brom will clear. For Town, is that one going back to Christian Walton? He's turned the other way. Clever bit of defending there. Don't lose that there. Oh, West Brom pressing Ipswich into a mistake there. Ipswich had a terrible start, didn't they? On Wednesday night. Had already conceded by this point indeed. Town lineup. West Brom just lining up a long throw in here. Walton, Kipray and O'Shea will be the centre backs. Davis isn't there, so Greaves will play left back. Furlong right back. Mattassi with Taylor, McAteer, Mehmeti, Clark, Azon. Long throw in West Brom. Here we go. It's dropped in short. Nice give and go though. Crossing position down the right. He's kept that in. Headed goalwards. I think Nat Phillips over the bar. Nice bit of wing play actually. Well worked, wasn't it? Little slide down the line. Phillips at the peak of his jump. Azon jumped with him. Decent bit defending, actually, when you consider he's probably giving up a fair few inches in height there. Goal kick goes long. We'll do the as it stands right now. Oh, goodness me. Header goes back. Thought it was going to go up for a cheap corner. So as it stands right now, Ipswich goes second on goal difference. Middlesbrough are off and running, so we're going to give them a point. They would go on to 77, 3 behind Ipswich. Charlton would be safe as things stand. West Brom would be safe. Basically, most people are happy at this point, although I'm sure Middlesbrough would like a goal to go on to the 3 points there. Here comes Imre down the right-hand side. Little knock inside. Malumbi, Diakite. Another cross comes in. It's a really good cross. Kipre gets eyebrows on that. Good start by West Brom, particularly by Danny Imre down the right-hand side. He's put 2 decent balls in already. Ipswich getting a feel of the ball. Greaves slips it down the line. Clark can't get it, and it's all West Brom for the first 3 minutes. Ball goes long. Hegebo was he offside or has he been whistled there? It's not complicated football. Sometimes you go back to that 4-4-2 shape and you can get your fullback forward, double up. If it's a good crosser like Imre and you've got 2 strikers in there, it's how everybody used to play 30-some years ago. Nice to see it the way West Brom are doing it. O'Shea. Furlong. Flick on there. Ipswich can't get hold of the ball. Little bit anxious, maybe the tractor boys are looking. O'Leary. Again, I reiterate, while this game is level, handball given against Matasiwa. While this game is level, that would mean West Brom survive, and that would mean Ipswich would need 1 win from the last 2. A defeat really hurts both these sides. A draw is kind of okay. Mowat going in between the centre-backs, pings that out wide. Furlong, one of many former West Brom players in the Ipswich side, or squad rather, along with Kipre, O'Shea, Townsend who's injured, Alex Palmer as well. Pretty much an entire West Brom goalkeeper and back 4 purchased by Ipswich. 0-0 in all of the early games at the 5-minute mark here. We've got another couple of super chats. We're there at 5. Thank you so much. Soft Cello, West Brom just got a 2-point deduction early today. Yeah, it went through yesterday. We chatted a little bit about that in the watch along. I'll get my ear to the ground and figure out that. It sounds quite complex. A redefining of a terminology has caught West Brom out in terms of money in a charitable foundation, which... yeah, it doesn't sound the most punishable thing in the world, but let me do some research on that. And thank you for the super chat. And Liam, I think you got 5 of 5 yesterday as well, didn't you, mate? Thank you so much. Oxford bound. Safe travels, mate. It's been hard work doing the miles this season. Can't wait to do it all again. Make sure you don't leave us next year, Liam. If any of your teams are getting promoted or relegated, please don't leave us here. Still come and join the watch-alongs. You're an important part of the community. We would be nothing without you. And that's 5 for 5 on the super chat, so you can cut it there. We need no more super chats. Here comes Jacob Greaves down the left, kind of on his own out there. A look around the corner from Jack Clark. Clark dribbling down the left wing and into the box. Really good play by Clark. He tries to feed it in low and he's just crowded out by Baggy's defenders. Looked like O'Shea fouled Hegabo there. I think they got away with one there. Dara O'Shea. Hegabo hit the deck. I need to see the replay, but my first instinct was that should have been a foul. Have we got a goal for Borough? Annie, 1-0. Whittaker again. Borough have the lead. Here's Greaves down the left-hand side. Greaves is a good cross that. Dribbles right across the 6-yard box. Nearly bounces fortuitously. Good bit of wing play there by Jacob Greaves, who is not Leif Davis, is he? Who's kind of been the master at powering up and down. But that's a really decent cross there. Yeah, Greaves kind of holds his hands up and says, come on, get in the 6-yard box. Dare I say, if that was West Brom with two up top, you might have seen one of them busting a gut to get into the 6-yard box there. So Middlesbrough now move to within 1 point of both Ipswich and Millwall. So as things stand, Ipswich 80, game in hand. Millwall 80, Middlesbrough 79, Southampton 76. They will obviously also have a game in hand. Greaves has done well again. Pops that in near post. All of the kind of good openings have come from the same side of the pitch. Imre and Greaves, the fullbacks, playing on this near side where the hard cam is. We're going to see the Borough goal, picture in picture. Let me squint. Free kick. Whittaker, what a goal. Wow. That is absolutely miles out. It's a brilliant goal by Whittaker. Paul Gascoigne, FA Cup semi-final range, that one. He's miles out. Great strike. I've only seen it picture in picture. Hopefully we'll see that full screen at half-time. Looked an absolute beaut by Whittaker. 8 minutes gone there. And again, I reiterate, Ipswich 80, Millwall 80, Borough 79, Southampton 76. Ipswich and Saints have that game in hand against each other on Tuesday night. And yes, we will be here live on Tuesday night for what could be another jolly nerve-wracking evening. Good play by Imre. He's a good player, isn't he, this fullback? Crosses in low. Ooh, bit of a half clearance there. Price gets the shot blocked. It's going to be a corner, is it? No. Imre looks a real danger, the fullback, doesn't he? And Clark actually tried to foul him and still didn't stop him. I think it hits Hegabo, actually. It's a double deflection on that. Chance for Price, though. Edge of the box if he gets any kind of decent shot there. Fed down the line. West Brom pretty well on top in the first 10 minutes of this one. Although two breaks down the left with Jacob Greaves. So some kind of juice for Ipswich. That's a poor clearance. McAteer has his pocket picked, though, by Price, who goes long. It's given back to Furlong. Did I miss him out in my ex-West Brom players playing for Ipswich list? Crossing position for McAteer is really poor. And West Brom can clear. Kipre vs DK. No foul. Ipswich continue. O'Shea. Nice feed. Ipswich getting a feel of the ball now, which they haven't really got for the most part in the first 10 minutes here. Middlesbrough leading 1-0 in one of the other earlies. McAteer versus Price. You'd fancy that as a 1v1 in Ipswich's favour, wouldn't you? And that's poor from Clark. Clark's had one excellent dribble in this game. Otherwise, his work's not been great. Just snatched at a few things. Kieran McKenna Gives him a bit of applause as if to say, calm down, keep going. It'll figure itself out in the end. If you're watching here live on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, make sure you've hit thumbs up and subscribed, followed, etc. Oh, Hegabo feeds that into the box. Price deflected into the arms of Christian Walton. It's poor defending that from Ipswich. Kipray has come right out from his centre-back position, vacated it. Furlong then has to come over. Ipswich are well short there if that had developed in the right way. Not the cleverest bit of defending you've seen from Kipray there. Remember, at the end of that Stoke game, he comes charging away to try and front foot defend and win the ball, and results in that late penalty for Stoke. And, you know, I know a lot has gone in between now and then, but if that doesn't happen, do Ipswich potentially have a couple more points than they do right now? Who knows? Butterfly effect and all that. Complete miss kick there by O'Shea as well. Ipswich do look a bit nervous, as you can probably understand. West Brom looking a bit more in the flow and settled, to be blindly honest, in this first 15 minutes. Tom on TikTok, who's making the playoffs, Ben? Wrexham or Hull? I would say Hull, looking at Wrexham's fixtures. But this is the Championship, will be my caveat to any prediction I ever make, ever. Despite people taking my predictions very seriously. It's going to be a long throw-in. Darnell Furlong. Going to be in trouble with Sky. He's moved the mic boom out the way. Here comes Furlong. Hurls it in. Big header clear. DK on the near post. That was gone out. It's a pretty rubbish throw-in from Ipswich. Cleared. And it's going to be a West Brom throw-in. Pretty much the same position. 14 gone. 0-0. Not much happening, to be honest. West Brom have been the better side thus far. Forced 3 shots to Ipswich's 0. And just look a bit more relaxed, I would suggest. You tell me. Middlesbrough leading 1-0 against Watford. Whittaker. I've only seen it picture in picture. It looked an absolutely brilliant goal for Borough. Greaves foot race there with Imre, wins it. Heads it back to Walton. Need a Heath Ledger Joker gift there. My missus loves Heath Ledger. What was that early? Was it 10 Things I Hate About You that Heath Ledger was in? I think from that movie, rather than Batman. Great actor, sadly no longer with us. Phillips. Ooh, hospital ball there. Furlong nicked that. It just veered off to the right and went out of play. If he nicks that and it goes straight forward, you've got quite a nice looking turnover and counter-attack for Ipswich. As it happens, it goes out of play. Maddie, do I think Lincoln will get their 100 points today? Can they do it today, can they? I must confess, I haven't looked, but it'd be very deserving. What a run. Azon. Ooh, heavy touch there. We slid in by Jack Clark. We haven't seen Mehmeti get on the ball at all. In fact, in that central area, Matasiwa, Taylor, Mehmeti, West Brom have been dominant. Rochdale York, is that the one Conor McGilligan was talking about? Oh, crikey, sorry, I've missed a giant super chat there. My bad, Aconite Universe, but I'm going to have a go at that before you go in the comments. Name the team involved in the Great Warnock's 8 promotions. Surely I can do all of those. QPR, Cardiff, Notts County, Sheffield United. How many teams in there? Because he must have done 2 or 3 with Notts County, mustn't he? Who would the other ones be? Plymouth. Did he get promoted with Plymouth? No, I'm not sure he did. How many am I missing? 7 teams. Right, I'm going to try it again. The ball's gone out of play. Right, here I go. Cardiff, QPR, Notts County. This is where I got stuck last time, didn't I? Sheffield United. Right, I'm putting Plymouth in because I haven't got a clue either way. Did he get promoted with Huddersfield? Huddersfield at Wembley, I think. I'm missing one. Who's my Warnock team I'm not getting? Is it blindingly obvious, the old master? What's the one I'm missing, you lot? Didn't go up with Torquay, did he? Yeah, thank you for the super chat. Anyway, someone put me out of my misery. Which one am I missing? The first one. Scarborough? Still no shots for Ipswich in this one. Imre. There you go. I got all 7. And who says I don't take this nerdery of EFL stuff seriously? To be fair, I did interview the great Neil Warnock and had to do all of this as research, but it's easy to forget some of them, isn't it? Imre. Imre feeds that into the front. Heger, it's a good ball. Imre's playing really well, isn't he? Price. Price turns inside. They're giving him a lot of space here. Knocks it into Diakite, who's going to have a shot. Ooh, down the throat of Walton, who takes 2 goes to gather that. Tom on TikTok. Secret agent Connor Cody to score the winner today. Wrexham to win tomorrow. That'd work out well, wouldn't it? What are my FA Cup semi-final predictions? I don't think both Southampton and Leeds will get through. Maybe Leeds could get through. Let's go for Leeds Man City in the final. Just because it'd be boring for it to be Chelsea Man City. Drinks break being taken well as an injury hold. McKenna's having a word. I'm sure some of the thrust of that will be, can you try and get a bit into this game, lads? Keep calm. Is it Diakite who's down? Left quad, left thigh they're looking at there. Hopefully he's okay. Drinks break all round. Looks quite warm over there at the Hawthorns. I think Diakite is going to be good to continue. We had a good look at the West Brom subs there. But I don't think there'll be any need to make one. Diakite just walking to the touchline. I assume he's going to come back in. Ooh, 1-0 Charlton. Now that's a pretty big goal. Charlie Kelman, says Annie in the chat. That would make Charlton safe, and that would very much open the door, not just to Wrexham, but if you're a Derby County fan watching, you would now know that if Derby win today, I think they've got QPR, all fed into the box looking for Azon, Campbell on the cover. Imre was going to clear it. He's just charged down. It's going to be a West Brom throw-in. Yeah, Derby could be within 2 points. 1 point of the top 6 going into final day. So it could be a very interesting round 46 if we get, for example, Hull lose, Wrexham lose at Coventry tomorrow, and Derby win today. My maths says that would be 70-69. Do you know what? If Norwich won today, they'd still be able to make it on goal difference on the last day with a very, very fair win. Oh, Hull versus Norwich is the last game of the season, is it? Wow. So Norwich could guarantee they finished above Hull then by beating them. Into the box now comes Mehmeti. Mehmeti tries to feed that on, crowded out. Kipre, big header away. We're at the quarter point of this one. That looked like a shove in the back. Yeah, I don't know why he's going to appeal that. Hegebo. Clear shove on Matasi with free kick. Ipswich Town. So yeah, looking at the goal difference, if Hull lose this game at Charlton, then Norwich would have to win today, but they'd be guaranteed to finish above Hull. Free kick into the box cleared away. If they beat them then on final day. Interesting. So Kelman and Whittaker, our 2 goal scorers in the earlies so far. Oh, Kipre, horrible defending, and he's been bailed out by Christian Walton. Wow. A horrendous bit of defending by Kipre there. Completely fast asleep, waiting for Walton to come out to get a ball he's never going to get. DK slipped in. Should have made it 1-0 to West Brom. Atrocious from Kipre. Do you know what? As well, if DK is wise to that, he could have had an easy penalty as well. Oh, actually, to be fair, Kipre pulled out of the tackle. DK should score. That should be 1-0 to West Brom, and Kipre really needs to wake up there. Horrible mistake. Miscommunication. He's way out on the edge of the box. I don't make that Walton's fault in the slightest. The defender's just got to deal with that. Free kick comes in, headed over the bar from some distance from Nat Phillips. As of this moment, that's Oxford relegated. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. We've got 3 points going on for Charlton and 1 for West Brom. That's quite a bad miss as well, isn't it? Huge chance for West Brom, who should be 1-0 up in this game. Kipre fouls DK. I think Dara O'Shea needs to probably get a hold of Cedric Kipre now and try and calm him down. He's chasing his tail at the moment, isn't he, Cedric? The Kelman goal is also sensational. Well, I look forward... Sensational. Put my teeth back in. I look forward to seeing that on a picture-in-picture about that big on my screen. Camera on Josh Madger and Carlin Grant. Josh looks like he's thinking, I'd have scored that. Mehmeti turns inside. Ipswich struggling to lay a glove on West Brom here, aren't they? It's a good performance from the Baggies. Mehmeti's completely wrong side there. Diakite uses his body expertly. Price. There you go, Tom. Cody got the assist. Right, I'm about to see this goal. Oh, Kelman turns inside. Is he going to swaz it in from there? What a hit. Wow. To say that's a half chance would not be fair to Charlie Kelman. That's an absolutely brilliant goal. Bent in. 2 stonking goals in the earlies from Whittaker and Kelman. Fed into the front. Mehmeti hits the deck. It's never a foul, is it? And Ipswich are chasing shadows here. West Brom really much the better side in this game and should be 1-0 up, shouldn't they? The good news for Ipswich is that surely the only way is up. They can only get more in the game here, can't they? Where's your Mick McCarthy quote down there? Can't get worse, can it? Imre plays the channel. Kipre stands up to DK. DK hits the deck. Everybody worries when DK hits the deck. Kipre goes in the book. I've got to say, I'm a big fan of Cedric Kipre. He's having an awful game, bless him. Just smashes DK there. DK gets the touch on it. Yellow card out for Kipre, who has probably, in his last 5 actions, made mistakes in all of them. And he's now quite a big red card risk. He'll have to play. Maybe that'll focus him. He now has to play 60 minutes, Kipre, on a yellow card. It's going to be Price with the free kick right-footed. In it goes. That should be Walton's. Fists it away. Wonder whether he could have caught that. Lob back in, back stick. And offside flag has gone up. Yes, the chat is correct there to say that Oxford, as things stand, will be relegated before we even get to their game at 3 p.m. if both West Brom and Charlton score at least a point. Oxford will be down. That's into the channel. And Azon is in there. And it's another miss for Ivan Azon. It looked like a fairly straightforward lob over the keeper there. West Brom getting caught out. And Ipswich have themselves a chance that didn't really relate into a shot on target. It was a good chance, that, wasn't it? Good speed running in behind. It's a nice ball. He's onside. Lob it in the goal. Not great from Azon. Don't want to dig out individual players, but you do wonder. Insert another Championship striker into Ipswich's side, where how many goals they might have got. A work to the edge of the box here. Furlong drives in deflected. Corner, is it? Or does it come off a red boot? No, it's going to be a goal kick. Mehmeti, nice feet in the box, wasn't it? Furlong fancied another goal. And it hit the rather hapless Ivan Azon. Goal kick, West Brom. Couple of openings there from Ipswich. Be under no illusions here. Ipswich have not played well in this game, but they could have taken the lead there. I mean, let's be fair. West Brom should have taken the lead 5 minutes ago with that massive DK chance. But a really good chance for Azon there. And we are going to see a goal just down the road from me for MK Dons, picture in picture here. Someone will have to smarten me up on the implications. Another great goal. Gilby, they're actually 2-0 up. What is that? Is that Tranmere badge there? Are MK on the verge of promotion? I'm interested in this thing. I want to see Millwall get second, says Buck. 2 non-parachute teams getting autos is good. Is it? Does that not just create more parachute teams in the long run? We normally have at least one in the top 2, don't we? Here's Phillips. Imre. Another good cross-headed goalwards. Imre is, if you stop the game now and did man of the match, he's the man of the match. It's the third excellent cross he's put in. Is that Phillips arriving? What's he doing up there? If he can find the corner there to Walton's left. Walton's in trouble. Big switch of play there. It's poor. Greaves hit the thumbs up. It's one of my pet hates in that. Yeah, well done. Well done for that really bad pass that went straight out of play. 4 shots on target to 0 for West Brom. I will say the chance Ipswich had, though, with Az on, even though it didn't result in a shot on target, was a rather good chance, wasn't it? Well, this is the point on this parachute debate. You can make all the arguments you like that get rid of all of them or have none of them go up. I think the thing you need to get your head around is, well, the system is as it is. The problem is not them getting promoted or not getting promoted. The problem is 3 of them arriving every season. And that's the point I'm trying to very subtly make, that, you can make your arguments. And what do you get if you take a team that doesn't have parachutes and promote them, and that team then gets relegated? What does that become? It's the joke I've had about Ipswich, who got brilliantly double promoted without parachute payments. And now they're a villainous parachute team. Coventry, the same. Cross back stick. Volleyed across. Oh, it's another miss from Azon. You know what I'm thinking, but I'm not going to say it. McAteer volleys it across. Azon just skies it. Oh, what a chance. He's had 2 really good chances, Ivan Azon. Can't sort his feet out. Sticks it over the bar. And I won't sit on the fence. Ipswich are lacking quality in the number 9 position. Don't get me wrong, they made a brilliant signing there in Liam Delap, but in order to get him, had to put certain get-outs in the contract, so they couldn't keep him. Clark goes 50-50, wins that. Nicely won by Jay Malumbi, though. Well, you're right, Buck. It's a great achievement from Coventry and would be for Millwall as well. I think we always need to remember it's the system that sucks, and the fact that the team in 20th place in the English football pyramid makes 12x TV money of the team in 21st. I think that always needs to be the centre of the hypothesis, rather than necessarily criticising individual parachute teams or not wanting them to get promoted, or assuming that it's a good thing if they don't. It's the system that's a bit screwed up, isn't it? Come on, independent regulator, get on it. Imre. Diakite. Moet. Imre. Can he get another cross in? He's beaten his man. Did that go out? It looked like it went out. Linesman flags it. Imre still continues to be the best player on the pitch, to be honest, doesn't he? The right back, who's doing a very good attacking stint for West Brom. Where did I have Leicester in my pre-season predictions? 6th, I think. 5th or 6th. I thought they'd get points deduction finishing the playoffs, Leicester. I think. We'll do our reacting to my pre-season predictions video that we traditionally do when the season's over. You're right, Kelly. Whatever your discussion is, there's always going to be 3 teams coming into the Championship with at least 5x TV money for 1 year, which will enable them to keep a load of better players. Crossed in, back stick again, dangerous. DK threw himself at it. Good cross by Price. The system isn't inherently flawed. It's the numbers involved. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. When you're at 12x, 1 place apart, it's just mind-boggling, isn't it? Should they get more TV money? Yes. 12x? I don't think so. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. West Brom the better side in this first half. But two very good chances for Ipswich's slightly erratic striker. Well, is he erratic? Slightly misfiring striker, Ivan Azon. I hope he scores, because he missed a big one at Charlton as well, didn't he? Chris, is it me or on TikTok, or do Ipswich look a bit tired? Whether it's tiredness or nerves, Chris, they look something, don't they? Don't forget Ipswich's schedule. They've played every midweek, haven't they? And still another away game. This is the third away in a row, isn't it? Knocked in to Mehmeti in the box. Easy gather. Mowat. Imre, excellent again, running forward. Enjoyed his performance at right back. I'm sure the West Brom fans have. Nicely worked. Taylor. Furlong. McAteer. Good press again by West Brom, who to the point of that TikToker commenting, West Brom just look more lively and more sprightly. Obviously, if it goes to the benches, then that'll even things up with the quality Ipswich have got on there. Oh, Price cuts that out. Oh, don't go that way. Pokes it back to the keeper, who clears it. And Furlong is going to take the throw in down the right. And it goes long. It was DK again on the near post. He headed the last one out, didn't he? Furlong crosses, deflected out corner. Ipswich, a little bit of territorial pressure. Chat is pointing out, as we said at the top of the show, a draw does actually suit both sides here. West Brom would be mathematically safe. Ipswich would then just need one win from the last two games to be assured of promotion. Right, corner, Ipswich. Clark floats it right-footed. Taylor, loopy header in, easy catch. Max O'Leary. Coming up 5 to half-time. In the other earlies, Middlesbrough 1, Watford 0. Whittaker, brilliant free kick, that one. If West Brom were to score, Middlesbrough would all of a sudden be very, very much back in the automatic promotion race going into Tuesday's head-to-head between Southampton and Ipswich. And at the Valley, it is Charlton 1, Hull 0, which at the moment relegates Oxford, or the combination of the two results does. And causes problems for Hull, doesn't it? They are currently outside of the top 6 on goal difference. But remember, Wrexham have to go to Coventry tomorrow. Giveaway by Jack Clark. Taylor steps back in. Price. Imre's shot deflected. Can Price gather it? No, he can't. There's a missed clearance. Price hits the shot just wide of the post. Forgive me, it was Hegabo. Ipswich look very nervy at the back, don't they? Matasiwa kind of swinging and miss that. Oh, That misses by about a foot. And there's no way Walton's getting it either. Hegebo holds his head. Furlong wins that one in the air. Like a shove in the back there, not given. Oh, big tackle there. West Brom getting to every 50-50 first here. Price loads it in, back stick. Imre, nice layoff. He looks a player, Imre, doesn't he? God. Mowat wanted that on the left foot. He's got it back on the left foot. Curls the shot. Walton makes the save. Ipswich need to get to half-time here at 0-0. West Brom are peppering them. Styles, Price, Ipswich 10 back behind the ball, outfielders. Coming up 43. Turnover and now Ipswich in possession. Clark, Azon out on the left wing. Azon comes in field, looks after the ball, does well. McAteer. Mehmeti's pulled out to the right, but he's got two crowding him and he's turned it over. Diakite. Malumbi. Campbell, nice feet. Styles, West Brom absolutely bossing this as we head to half time. Big switch of play out to Imre hugging the touchline. Imre, they're doubling up on him now. I understand why. Malumbi. Clipped in by Mowat. Difficult one to control. Would have needed a Dennis Bergkamp style first touch. That one, wouldn't it? Maybe a bit too clever for his own good. Mowat shot there down a couple of minutes ago to Walton's right. It was a regulation save, but still the pressure building from West Brom. Alex Mowat, Sky Tellus, have had the most touches in the first half. Fulham have taken the lead. Do you know what? I didn't even know they were playing. So focused on the EFL here. Fulham 1, Villa 0. There you go. Only 2 minutes of stoppage time here. To be played, 0-0. Remember, a draw does suit both sides, although West Brom looking the more likely to take the 3 points on the basis of, well, certainly the last 10 minutes and certainly the first 45 as a whole. Clark stops Imre. Phillips to Campbell. Nice vertical feed through. This is good from West Brom again. Price comes in off the left. Styles, big overlap coming. He can't quite control it. It's going to go out for a goal kick. And it's probably really, really good news that for Ipswich. I said 5 minutes ago, And that was famous last words in the Pompey game where Ipswich needed to get to half-time at 1-0 and then went 2-0 down. I said Ipswich need to get to half-time at 0-0 because the way the wind's blowing here, West Brom are scoring the first goal. We've got about 20 seconds to go. 2-0 Borough, you're telling me in the chat. Borough looking home and hosed by half-time. David Strelic has made it 2-0 on top of Whittaker's goal. 7 minutes to play down at Charlton. That one's going to finish after everything else. Free kick, West Brom. It's going to be the last phase of play of the half. I'd stick it in the box if I were West Brom. Probably no time to counter for Ipswich. The problem for Ipswich is if they're tired today, they're going to be tired on Tuesday as well over at Southampton. Ipswich holding the line. Mowatt's going to pop this in left-footed. Who makes first contact? Greaves. And that, if you are an Ipswich Town fan, is half-time. And the half-time whistle coming just at the right time, I would suggest. 0-0 at half-time. Ipswich look a bit tired, a bit nervous. Let's be fair, both sides should have scored in the first half. But if you had to judge this one like a boxing match on points, you'd give it to West Brom after that first half. Some decent chances in there. I thought the right back, Imre, was excellent. Ipswich not really managing to play in any dangerous areas. You can see why West Brom are 9 unbeaten and have got lots of points. There's an old school 4-4-2. Price and Malumbi come quite narrow, the wide midfielders, and the fullbacks get forward. Styles and Imre, and I think Imre's been the best player on the pitch, hasn't he? The West Brom right back. One massive chance in this game that fell to Daryl DK. Cedric Kipre at centre-back for Ipswich had 5 minutes to forget where, he didn't do a lot right, basically, and he's fast asleep waiting for Christian Walton to come and take a ball that is never his to come and take. DK's in, he should score, he's 1v1. It's a great save by Walton, but I think DK, when he looks back at that, will think that he really should have given West Brom the lead. Other sort of chances for the Baggies. What's that come out at? 0.41 on the XG, my God. Nat Phillips went close. Isaac Price, did that one get saved, I think? Mowat had a shot low, didn't he? Diakite had one that went past the post. They've had a few shots, but for all that Ipswich haven't massively been in the game, Ivan Azon should have at least a goal. He got played into the channel on the counter. Doesn't look a tricky lob, and he gets the line of it all wrong. He just anything on target over the keeper's head there. Keeper's done, O'Leary. And then McAteer sticks one across the box. Yeah, that's coming out at 0.42 XG. A giant chance for Ivan Azon. Gets his feet all askew. Very much like the chance he had at Charlton, where he's just not quite reading that the ball's going to come to him. And you feel any kind of clean strike, and he probably scores, doesn't he? So for all, I would say West Brom, have been the better side. And who's played better closer to their potential? Well, no argument there, really. It's West Brom, is it? Ipswich could well be on the score sheet in this game. Still a danger there. And we'll see what Kieran McKenna does. I do feel if Ipswich are still in the game when we get to substitute world at 60, 65 minutes, then that then favours Ipswich, especially the way West Brom have been pressing in this game. Right, half-time, you lot. I'm going to go make a coffee. AP Gaming on TikTok. Azon needs some shooting practice. His words, not mine. You don't see me disagree. Bless Azon. He'd be a very popular goal scorer, but he could have had a couple already. We're going to stop the TikTok feed right now and restart it in 5 minutes. So join us then. Make sure you've hit follow in the meantime. A fond farewell to anybody there on TikTok. Get your questions and your comments and all of that stuff in on YouTube. We will be vanishing now for 5 minutes as I take my halftime coffee break. Let me just delete that profane comment there. Apologies if you are offended by the bad language. I'll just take them off the screen very, very quickly. And we will see you in 5 minutes. It's West Brom 0, Ipswich 0. Baggy's the better side, but both sides could have been on target on a nervy round 45 game at the Hawthorns. We will see you in 5 minutes. Do not go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. It is half-time, 0-0 West Brom versus Ipswich. But while I was making a cup of coffee, Hull City equalised at Charlton. John Egan, 45 plus 7. I think someone said, it was Kelly, wasn't it, said 7-minute stoppage time in that one. And right at the end of it, Egan has scored a pretty impactful goal because it pops Hull back above Wrexham into the playoff positions. If you are a Wrexham fan, a Derby fan, Norwich have even still got a mathematical chance there. In fact, that goal would confirm that Norwich will definitely be playing Championship football next season, mathematically. And down the bottom, look, Charlton still would survive. They just need to score a point. Charlton and West Brom both currently moving on to 51 points, which would mathematically relegate Oxford United today before they even head into their game against Sheffield Wednesday. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. It's been, well, look, let's be blindly honest about this. Elephant in the room. I'm an Ipswich fan, aren't I? You know I am. It's bloody stressful doing this. Do you know what? It's probably less stressful actually calling the game than if I was just watching it through my fingers there at home and not doing all the comments and all of this stuff. So, yes, we'll try and relax for 3 or 4 minutes here at half time. In the other games, so Middlesbrough are 2-0 up against Watford. By the way, Ed Still, anybody? Potsos, Ed Still. You draw your own conclusions there. So Borough are 2-0 up. Whittaker, great free kick. Strelec, I haven't seen the second goal. That was in stoppage time as well. So that works pretty well for Borough. They are going to go into round 46 on 79 points. Maximum upside, therefore, 82, assuming things stay the same. If West Brom beat Ipswich and then Southampton beat Ipswich, we would have a rare old round 46, wouldn't we? Where it would be 80 Ipswich, it'd be 79 Ipswich, 80 Millwall, 79 Borough, and 79 Southampton. Right, I'm going to see these goals now. Kelman's was a hell of a strike, wasn't he? What a goal. Swings that one, if you're a keeper and that goes past you, swings that one in right footed. Is Egan just going to score from a set piece? It's one of those muggy ones that the whole fans will be watching from the opposite end there, and it doesn't even cross the line. Goal line tech gives it. Right, let's have a good look at this Whittaker free kick. I mean, I'm not certain about the keeper's positioning, but it's a hell of a strike by Whittaker. And this looks like Borough at their best again, scything through Watford. And I think Whittaker gets the assist as well there, doesn't he? And Strelec pops it in. So Charlton 1, Hull 1, Borough 0, Borough 2, Watford 0. We have other stuff going on in the Premier League. Fulham lead 1-0 against Aston Villa. In League 1, Stevenage are leading at Doncaster. Stockport are drawing with Peterborough. Stevenage are currently 4th. I know we've still got the rest of the round to play. But yeah, playoffs could be all sorted today, particularly if Stockport can go ahead and get a winner against Posh at half-time. In the second half, you know what I meant, didn't you? In League 2, Grimsby 3, Swindon 0. Swindon are in 7th place, actually. I must admit, I'm not a great follower of League 2. And it looks like MK get promoted today. They're 2-0 up at half-time against Tranmere. That would insert a 7-point unassailable gap down to Cambridge United, who had a defeat, didn't they? A really costly one in midweek at home to Grimsby in the 94th minute. How about that? Thank you all for your wonderful support. Let's do a like spike before the second half restarts. Wherever you are watching, guys, if you're down there on TikTok, if you're up there on Twitter and on Facebook, let me give you a running total here on YouTube. We have 93. Right, come on. We are going over 100 likes. Let's do it right now. Hit that thumbs up button. You've got 11 seconds. Away you go. Thank you, everybody, for your wonderful, wonderful support here. Yes, we have gone over the 100 likes target. Kieran McKenna comes out for the second half. He's going to need an uptick, an improvement, if Ipswich are going to even take a point from this game. If you would imagine if the same pattern, West Brom will go on and win this game in the second half. Thank you to the wonderful super chatters in the first half. We don't need any more super chats. We hit our target nice and early. Big thank you to Jay, Kelly, Jason, Soft Shallow, Liam, and Aconite Universe. Some wonderful regular supporters there. Familiar names, familiar faces. By the way, we went over 60,000 subscribers on YouTube. Unbelievable. The support here, 60,000 for a championship channel. How about that? I'm so grateful. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do that, and we can see if we can grow this channel even further. We are off and running in the second half. Long ball forward is going to be immediately a West Brom throw in a dangerous position. Let's reset the sides once this throw-in has occurred. Callum Stiles, I don't think he's going to hurl it into the box. Goes in short Price. Furlong leaning on him. No foul given. Ball breaks. Crossed in. It's going to go out for corner, is it? Yeah. Again, Ipswich starting how they finished the first half. Under pressure, in the words of Queen and David Bowie. Let's get the comments back on the screen. Sorry, we had a sweary one, didn't we? Apologies. We'll try and keep the chat on screen. But like when you're at school, when you're at primary school, there's always someone who ruins it for everyone, isn't there, hey? Now, what is going on in the penalty box here? Malumbi's hit the deck. Now, Malumbi actually got a penalty. I'm trying to remember who that was against. Was it against Wrexham? Someone tell me in the chat. Malumbi definitely got a penalty, got hurled over in the box, the pushing and pulling. He's trying to unsettle Christian Walton, who ends up knocking Jack Clark, his own player, in the face. Malumbi trying to rattle the Ipswich defenders and keeper particularly. They've got to remain unflappable here, haven't they? Malumbi makes the move near post corner, goes in. Oh, chance. Hegabo he's kind of facing the wrong way. Has to flick it back over his own head, but he's really close in. Oh, and if he gets anything on target there, he scores, doesn't he? Greaves ends up touch tight with him, but that's quite a good chance for Hegabo. It'd have to be a little back header into the corner. Anything going near that corner, he probably scores, doesn't he, Hegabo? Oh, Mehmeti should have nicked that off Mowat, but he doesn't. Channel ball into Hegabo. He's well controlled, well held up by the Norwegian, is he? Danish? Norwegian? From Scandinavia somewhere. He's Norwegian. Haaland's Norwegian, isn't he? Heavy back pass. O'Leary controls and clears. And that is going to go out for a throw-in, which means I can tell you the West Brom team, O'Leary, Imre, Phillips, Campbell, Stiles, Malumbi, Diakite, Mowat, Price, DK, Hegabo, Ipswich, Walton, O'Shea, Kipre, Furlong, Greaves, Matasiwa, Taylor, McAteer, Mehmeti, Clark, Azon. Goal Watford, the chat is telling me. Borough 2, Watford 1. Here comes Jack Clark down the left-hand side, all on his lonesome. And he's won a corner. That's about the best he could have hoped for. Jack Clark's just screaming at his teammates, saying, who the hell is in the box there? Did he win a corner? I don't think he should have. Looks like a goal kick to me. Yeah, I think it's a goal kick, isn't it? My bad. Get in the box, Jack Clark said. Goal for Stockport in League One. Bad news for Luton, who are the chasers down there. Throw in West Brom. A Banquer, thank you. Jimmy Hill's love child in the chat. How about that? Diakite, Styles. Oh, nice little turn around the corner outside of the foot from Styles, who's continued his run. Styles, did he get fouled there? We're playing on. Hegabo was running into the box. O'Shea deals with it. Furlong closed down by Price. Throw in. Again, West Brom's pressing and intensity greater than that Ipswich are able to put out. And that's a giveaway by Matasiwa. This is there for West Brom, isn't it? Oh, that needs clearing. Furlong chests it down in the box. Handball shout. We'll look at the replay. Didn't look like handball. Always try and make a call in real time. As Andy Gray always used to. If I'm still allowed to mention Andy Gray without triggering anybody. Is that handball? No. Into kind of the side of Furlong. But West Brom start in the second half as they ended the first. Throw in down the line. DK has come short into the 10. Didn't quite have the legs to power through. Oh, it's honking from Ipswich, isn't it? Really poor start to the second half, I've got to say. If I'm Kieran McKenna, I'm going to the bench at minute 55, the way this is moving. Here comes Imre down the right-hand side. Imre crosses low. DK, huge chance again. Saved by Walton. Ipswich are heading for a defeat here. They really, really are. The pattern of this game is West Brom being the better side for the vast majority of it. Again, the ball turned over by Ipswich. It's poor performance. It really is. Call it whatever it is. Inept, nervy, tired. West Brom have got it there for them, haven't they? If they keep going, they will win this game the way things are trending. DK missed the biggest chance of the game in the first half. It's a good save by Walton, but again, it's another chance. The excellent Imre provides the service. Doesn't do a lot wrong. See that fan behind the goal thinks it's going to go in. If he can just find the corner, makes it a little bit easy, doesn't he? Into the box goes. Was that Price? He hits the deck. Ah, it's Malumbi. Slink Spritz, I'll take this as a Baggies fan. Mate, I think if you're a Baggies fan right now, you wouldn't shake hands on the draw, would you? This is there for them to win. 53 up. Nil-nil. I'd assume Ipswich they have to go to the bench now, don't they? The way this second half started. There's been no change whatsoever in the pattern of the game. Cheers, everybody, by the way. I think my coffee's cool enough. There's one into the channel. Mehmeti's onside. Mehmeti. McAteer. Matasiwa. Spreads that out to Greaves. Ipswich first entrance into the West Brom half, really. Greaves in the box now. Can he get it across? He's blocked out. It's good football by Ipswich. Encouraging. Mehmeti is going to take the corner. Right footed. O'Shea up. Kipre up. 6-yard box crowded. In it goes. Decent header out by Dikite. Matasiwa switches that back out to Mehmeti. Nice take by Mehmeti. He's going to go on his right foot, isn't he? Surely. Price gets a foot. And I tell you what, Price has defended well, hasn't he? Taylor drills the shot straight into Mowat, who closed him down, and Mowat heads it out for a throw-in. Is the pressure getting to Ipswich or just complacency? I don't think Ipswich are being complacent. I think they're probably absolutely out on their feet after all the away games and the midweekers they've had. And I think they're trying very hard, and West Brom have just been better today. And it's a slog, and it's hard to win games in April. Furlong, long throw in. Oh, little flick on back stick, Clark. Oh, he's missed his kick. What on earth happened there? It looked like Jack Clark was going to have a 3-shot at goal there. And he's just slipped over and missed his kick. How good a chance was that? Let's see on the replay. To be fair, it's on an angle. So it's not an absolutely gilt-edged sitter. Greaves flicked it on. But yeah. Clark, who's technically very good, falls over his own feet there. Yellow card comes out for Matasiwa. I wasn't even looking. What did he do? Slides into... I haven't seen it at full speed, but it looks a yellow card in slow-mo. Yeah, it's a yellow, isn't it? Who's that? Who's he taking down? Malumbi, is it? Matasiwa in the book. Did Ben just down that coffee? To be fair, John, when you have it in a glass mug, it goes from too warm to drink to, lukewarm very quickly. And then you take a sip and it's like the whole thing's going out. It wasn't a big coffee, but yes, I did down it. And I'll probably down another couple as the day goes on. I've got to do the hot takes, or do at least the notes for the hot takes today. Free kick goes short and played wide. Ipswich get a foot on it and clear their lines. West Brom back in their own half and centre-backs slowly trotting back. Another goal for Borough. Is that 3-1 now? Whittaker again. I tell you what, he's in good form, isn't he? Since he's come back. What is that, 4 in 3? O'Shea hits the deck. DK's going in the book, is he? A couple of yellow cards come out here. One for Matasiwa. One coming for Daryl DK. Oof. I think what we call that in the trade is DK leaves one on O'Shea there and goes in the book. You'd imagine DK won't play 90 given how he's being nursed back, and we will see Josh Madgett or Carlin Grant or both pretty soon. Well, there's one over the top. Mehmeti chasing. Nothing doing. It would have needed to have been right into his path given the rather small gap between the back four and the keeper there. Price battling with Can't see in the shadow. Furlong there. Ipswich throw. And Jaden Philogene and Marcelino Nunes look like they're getting ready to come into the game. I think it's going to be a double from Kieran McKenna. And you'd imagine, might well just be Clark and Mehmeti who go out on the left wing and in the 10 position if they're just like for like swaps. Stay with the same system, fresh legs in. And if we're talking about tiredness, and you know, it can be mental tiredness, can't it, or a bit of nerves or what have you, then that might be just a ticket, hey? Look at that massive grey hair in there. There's about 4 of them, isn't there? Dear oh me. Didn't have that 59 minutes ago. It's a joke. Don't spool back. Hegabo tries to take it off Furlong. Furlong gets there and clears it. Nice little flick on there. Mehmeti over on the right wing. No one really in the box. Ipswich has been fairly non-existent attack-wise, haven't they? Mehmeti, Matasiwa, spin on the edge of the box from Taylor. Clark sorts his feet out, drives into the box, drills the shot. Left-footed, wide of the post. I think Clark knows he's probably about to be substituted, doesn't he? Not a bad hit, but Max O'Leary didn't move, did he? .30 to play. Plus stoppage time. Nervous, anybody? Goal kick, West Brom. Flicked on by DK, out for an Ipswich throw. Are we going to the bench yet, ref? Not yet. Whistle goes. Furlong tried to steal a few yards. Throws it down the line. We're expecting a double sub from Ipswich any minute now. It's gone out for another throw. Ref's wandering over to have a word with Furlong to either tell him to take the throw from the right place or to hurry up, or both. I was booted across the pitch. Is Clark keeping that in? Yes, he is. Clark tries to feed it all the way through to Mehmeti, and is that going to be his last, might be both of their last contributions today? McKenna having a word with Nunes. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Philogene as well. O'Leary with the restart. Boots it down the ground. Big winner in the air is O'Shea. Kipre nods that one away as well. It's broken for Mehmeti in the 10. Mehmeti to Clark on the left wing. Mehmeti overlaps. Clark holds on to the ball, knocks it into Matasiwa. Matasiwa knocks it on for Furlong, who drives it near post. Easy save by O'Leary. I don't think that was meant for Furlong, but it worked nonetheless. And here comes the West Brom counter, actually. And Furlong is AWOL at right back. Matasiwa covers. Price tries to knock it into the box. It's deflected a bit fortuitously, and O'Shea has to just get any kind of head on it, and it's out for a corner. Let's try and understand some manager language here. Morrison whistle. I'm sure the player he's doing that to knows exactly what he means, but if anyone could translate, that'd be lovely. Some tactical instructions from James Morrison there. 3-1 Stockport, the chat says. Corner goes in. That's going to go over everyone's head and out for a corner. Right, are we finally going to get these substitutions now? Been tearing them up for about 8 minutes, haven't we? Here's the Furlong chance. With hindsight, a little floaty cross to the back stick, given how deep the back four are, would have been the ticket, but you got to back yourself and have a shot from there. Right, here we go. Mehmeti out, Nunes in. And I'm guessing it's going to be Clark out, Philogene in. But we will find out if the board shows number 47. Yeah, it does. So, like for like swaps in the 10 and down the left wing, Mehmeti gets a slap on the back. Tough game, to be honest. West Brom have been good, haven't they? They've completely locked out that central midfield area. We mentioned in the first half that we just weren't saying the names. Mehmeti, Matasiwa and Taylor. They lock out that area and play the game down the sides, don't they? West Brom with the fullbacks coming forward a great deal. Restart for Ipswich. Goes out to Furlong. Channel ball. Easy winner back. Ball goes loose. Greaves does well. Go gadget leg there. Philogene gets first touch. Adds a little bit of calm. Sky throw up the stats there. 6 shots to 2 on target in West Brom's favour. 17 touches to 13 in the box. 53-47. All of those stats in the Baggies' favour. But the score remains 0-0. Walton. Kipray feeds that in to Philogene. Heavy touch. Ends up having to dribble it, virtually carry it straight back to Dara O'Shea at centre back. Taylor. Greaves. Oh, that was an easy ball down the line to Philogene. Got blocked out. Kipray. Taylor. Greaves. Kipray. Greaves. Kipray. Probably the most passes Ipswich have done consecutively all game, that. Azon chests that down. There's the switch from Matasiwa. Good header by Imre on the cover. One back by Ipswich. Furlong. McAteer blocked out. Throw in. If Hull win, does that mean Derby are out of the playoff race? Yes. Hull currently level. They go to 73 if they win, and Derby's upside would be 72. Currently 1-1 at the Valley. Charlton 1, Hull 1. Middlesbrough 3, Watford 1 at the Riverside. Philogene. Step over. Greaves. Greaves little feed in. Matasiwa into the box. Knocks it back. Greaves, patient from Ipswich. Cross goes in. Azon underneath it. Furlong heads it back to O'Shea. Taylor. Nice ball. Spread wide to Greaves. Good touch by Greaves. Good block by Imre, who's doing no harm to his man of the match chances here. All depends if there's a player on either side who's going to go and win the game in terms of that man of the match. O'Shea just organising stuff for an attacking corner for Town. Talking to Kipray, talking to Greaves. Remember, 3 centre-backs essentially with Greaves playing at left-back in the box. In comes the corner. Not a great one. Near post. From Nunes. Philogene. Philogene drills the shot. Spilled! And Kipray follows it in. And he's offside. And I'll stop yelling. Philogene never shy of taking on a shot. Yeah, he's well offside, isn't he? Parried out. Nice calm finish, but yeah, clearly offside. Have the subs settled Ipswich down? Philogene maybe? Looked a bit calmer on the ball, maybe than Jack Clark was. Josh Madge is going to come in. I suspect DK will come out, who's not only been nursed back from long-term injury, but is on a yellow card also. As we hit the 70-minute mark. Furlong boots that into the sky. Actually, it must have hit the roof of the stand there. George Hurst and Wes Burns are ready to go. I said to you before the game, didn't I? I said if there's a chance to bring Wes Burns on, he's coming into the game. So you'd imagine Azon and McAteer are going to be coming out soon. DK, as predicted, is coming out for West Brom. And Madja is coming in with 20 of normal time to play. I'm off to the Pompey game. Well, you have a lovely time. Cersei Row. Party time. Beach ball. Throw in then West Brom. Don't think we're going to get the Ipswich double anytime soon. Matt Tasiwa had like a 50p there. Goes right up in the air. Kipray. Greaves. To back off Philogene. Kipray. Philogene. Greaves. Philogene. Oxford are the best in the chat. Hull, please score. Yes, Oxford are about to be relegated, by the way, if we don't get either a goal from Ipswich or a goal from Hull. Philogene trying to bustle his way into the box. Imre holds him up. Azon whistled for the foul. Azon's about to be substituted, let's be fair, isn't he? Hurst gets a slap on the back from Kieran McKenna and some instructions. I think Wes Burns is good to go as well. They're just holding it off a couple more minutes. If only Morrison replaced Mason back in January. Instead of Eric Ramsey. It's difficult, isn't it? I think it had to be dire straits for them to make the call to bring Morrison in. Azon fouled by Phillips, just breathing down his neck. He's running the channel for Philogene to chase. He's won it. Philogene. Tricky feet. Oh, nice play by Philogene. Got it across to Furlong. Furlong. It's worked into Nunes. Poor ball from Nunes. He hasn't caught up the tempo of the game at all, has he? Charlton 2, Hull 1. That is very good news for Charlton. Very bad news for Hull and very bad news for Oxford. Charlton lead 2-1 against Hull. Which means Wrexham will hold 6th place without even playing yet. And remember, they don't play today, Wrexham, do they? They play tomorrow at Coventry. And also good news for Derby County, who could be 1 point off the playoffs at the end of the day. Here comes the double sub for Ipswich Town. George Hurst in for Ivan Azon. Wes Burns coming in for Casey McAteer. So as things stand, Ipswich would be 3 points from promotion, or 1 win. Middlesbrough are hoping for a West Brom goal. Hull are dropping out of the playoffs. Watford are dropping to 16th. Charlton are safe. West Brom are safe. And Oxford are relegated. But 1 goal or 2 goals will put paid to most of those things. But that's what's happening right now with sort of 15 to play in our earlies in EFL Championship round 45 day 2. Madger puts in a decent cross. Hegebo was heading towards the near post. Walton out there and claims it. Any touch by Hegebo ahead of Walton would have probably rolled into the goal. But the keeper, who's had a good end to the season, Christian Walton, does well. Burns going 50-50 there with, who's out on the floor? Is it Dikite, who wins the foul? We are going to see the Charlton goal. It's an important one. Picture in picture, so watch me squint. Oh, it's a nice one. Drilled in, left-footed. I cannot for the life of me tell you who scored that. Someone will tell me in the chat. Fevrier. On 68 minutes. Remember, Hull Charlton went 7 minutes stoppage time, so they will be finishing fairly well after we finish this game here in terms of the picture for 6th place and for Oxford and the relegation down there. Oxford will be relegated in 15-20 minutes as things stand. Furlong. Channel ball is not a good one. Campbell comes out and grabs it. Turned over though. Burns winning it back. O'Shea to Kipre. Nice ball through the centre of the pitch there by Kipre. Same by Taylor onto Nunes. Good football by Ipswich out to Burns on the right wing. Burns crosses in. Ooh, goes vaguely loose. Back to Furlong. Back out to Burns. Burns goes inside and doesn't take the ball with him. And here comes a West Brom counter. Madger has to go backwards. And Diakite has it. Tempo of the game has slowed down significantly as we've got past about minute 70. Diakite knocks it onwards. Madger tries it first time around the corner. A little bit of space for Madger outside the box. Malumbi wanted the run inside. He doesn't get it from Mowat, but he now gets the ball back. Ipswich fold back into shape. Remember, a draw suits both teams. We've said that many times today. West Brom will be safe with a point. Ipswich would then need 1 win from 2 games to get over the line. If you'd asked me at minute 60, I'd have said West Brom would be more likely winners, but things have evened out a little bit since then. Nunes tries to win that. Surely he's fouled there. Shrugged off the ball. Yeah, yellow card for George Campbell. Just losing the foot race there with Marcelino Nunes. Sorry, wasn't Nunes at all, was it? It was Wes Burns, my bad. It was a foul nonetheless, whoever it was on. I should have known though, Nunes can't run as fast as Burns, can he? Even after the injury. Free kick Ipswich, 79 on the clock, 10 to play plus stoppage time. Carlin Grant is coming into the game for West Brom. Can play wide, can play down the middle. Does the fourth official know that he didn't have his board switched on then? Alex Mowat is coming out. So that's a fairly attacking substitution there, isn't it? I think they might be changing shape here. They may well be going to a 4-3-3 here, West Brom. Grant will join the front line and Price, Diakite and Malumbi will just squidge up and go 4-3-3. Here comes the set play then from Nunes, right-footed. Headed down into the 6-yard box and poked away. Wouldn't quite fall for Dara O'Shea in there. I get asked this a million times every season. It does not matter what division Ipswich Town are in. This is not an Ipswich Town channel. This is a Championship channel. So we will not stop covering the Championship. It's what we do. Whatever happens. Nunes, corner goes in. O'Shea under it. Ball up in the air. Phillips heads out. Drilled in by Taylor. Backstick was Hurst. Could not divert that goalwards. The volley was shanked. It's a difficult chance for Hurst, to be fair. Get something on it and hope for the best was the best he could hope for. And, didn't get any direction on it at all. Am I going to QPR for the final game or watching along? Can I tell you that after we know what the state of play is after Tuesday night? Hurst and Campbell going WWE on each other there. Looks 6-1, half a dozen of the other to me. Referee agrees, gives nothing. West Brom long, ball forward. Nunes flicks the header on. Booted forward by Styles. And yeah, this has now got very risk averse. We're just seeing the ball booted from one end to the other, aren't we? No sense of any quality. It's just round 45 and... The stakes are incredibly high here with 8 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Philogene. Ping pong football it was rather, wasn't it? Burns. Nunes turns inside. Oh, don't lose that there. Kipre nearly played a hospital ball there. Gets away with that one. Nearly played it right into Madge's path, didn't he? One down the line. Great take by Greaves. Knocks it into Hurst. Hurst lays it off. Back to Greaves. Great play by Greaves. Oh, really poor from Burns, who says it was behind him but completely misreads the flight of the ball. Thought Greaves had done all right with that there. So nervy. 7 plus stoppage time to play. West Brom throw in left back area. Is there a big chance coming for West Brom for Ipswich? in the remaining seconds of this game. Minutes, seconds, whatever you want to call it. Throwing for Town up on the right wing. Styles kind of hooks it out of play. Elsewhere, Charlton 2, Hull 1. Charlton surviving as things stand. Hull leaving the playoffs open. By the way, it's not going to be a throw-in. It's going to be a corner for Ipswich. Middlesbrough 4, Watford 1. O'Shea, Hurst, Kipray, Greaves, all in the box. In comes the corner for Ipswich. Cleared. Philogene miscontrols 30 yards out. He's going to have to knock that back into Azor Matusiwa, who pings it diag into Kipray, who chests it down. And I think has won another corner, hasn't he? Price was never going to win a 50-50 in terms of strength there against Cedric Kipray. It's another corner for Ipswich. Nerve-shredding stuff at the end of round 45 in the earlies here. Corner comes in near post. Good punch clear. Laid off. Philogene doesn't sit up nicely for him. Volleys it over the crossbar. To be fair to O'Leary, punched it unconvincingly, but he was well back in position. I think Diakite charged down Philogene. Goal kick for West Brom. 4.5 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Remember, from right now, 1 point is all West Brom need for survival. 4 points is all Ipswich need for promotion. If there is no goal in the remainder of this game, it's not a gargantuan problem from either team's point of view. If they win, a lot of things are sorted. If they lose, big problem. How do you approach these final 4 minutes plus stoppage time? Furlong slow to take the throw in. McKenna's just giving him some more instructions. Furlong hurls it down the line. Does pragmatism now kick in for both teams? Do you accept the 0-0? Excellent play by Campbell. They're flicking that over Hurst's head in the corner. He gets it back and clears it. High foot there, surely. No foul. Matasiwa, little prod on to Hurst. Greaves. Philogene. Back to Greaves. Can you get the crossover? He does, but it's not a good one. It's going all the way out for a throw-in on the other side. We're getting another sub from West Brom. Tama Bani O'Day comes in, who I don't believe I've had the pleasure of seeing play. If I have and you've seen me on a watch-along, forgive me. But he's into the game on for Hegabo. Oxford United are minutes away from being relegated, by the way. Oxford go down if West Brom and Charlton both score 1 point or more. That is happening as things stand. West Brom on for a point here. Charlton are winning against Hull. Oxford will be relegated. West Brom will be safe. Charlton will be safe. Goal kick for West Brom. And I've got to say, no rush for either side. A draw does work for both teams. Obviously, they'd both love to nick a winning goal, but pragmatism maybe kicks right in now at this stage. Goal kick goes out for an Ipswich throw-in. Greaves taking his time. Hurls it down the line. Potential West Brom counter. Swiped away. Burns win that. Bounces up in the air. He cannot, but Matasiwa does win the next ball. O'Shea goes back to Walton. Touch. And he kicks it long down the ground. Hurst is chasing after this into the channel. Styles is going to take no chances whatsoever and clear, which is probably the modus operandi of both sides now. Take your time. Do not lose this game. This one clipped into the channel, headed out. 90 minutes up. How much stoppage time will there be? 5 minutes of stoppage time will be played. It's going to be very interesting to see how many players Ipswich want to put up for this long throw. How brave are Ipswich going to try and be to win the game? Furlong's making it very clear he wants cover back as the long throw goes into the box. Goes loose and Diakite is going to clear. Bit of a hospital ball there. Price knocks it up the line. Offside. Free kick taken quickly and Philogene got it on the turnover. Price chasing him back. Philogene. Furlong. Nunez. Furlong. O'Shea. Greaves. Philogene. 91 gone. 1 minute of 5 stoppage time played. Philogene. Hollywood ball by Philogene is really poor. Gives it away. Although O'Leary nearly makes a dog's dinner of it. Middlesbrough are 5-1 up against Watford. Watford are absolutely dreadful at the moment under Edward Still. Tommy Conway, the scorer. Thank you, Buck, Brendan and Jimmy in the chat. 5-1. And Maddie as well down there on TikTok. 1.5 minutes of 5 stoppage time played. Greaves goes front foot, tries to nick that. Concedes a throw-in. No, he doesn't. He concedes a free kick. Oh, and they've caught Ipswich out with a quick one here. Imre into the box. Greaves into the tackle. Philogene heavy touch. Malumbi holds it up. Philogene has just got to not foul him or concede a corner. Complete mess over there. And they have. Oh, that looked like a corner to me. I thought Banny had got a corner. He didn't protest though, so I'm probably wrong about it. Goal kick to Ipswich. Christian Walton is going to take it. The West Brom fans are all standing. I assume they're celebrating imminent survival. They only need a point. They've done it once. In the words of Alf Ramsey, now go and do it again. Sir Alf Ramsey, my bad. Ipswich will need 1 win from 2 games if there are no goals and this ends 0-0. They play Southampton away. They play QPR at home. It's back with Walton. Touch. Boots it down the ground. 93-15. On the clock, Imre versus Philogene. Imre hooks it away. And absolutely percentage football from both teams here. That's going to be a yellow card for Greaves. Pulls back. Banny, he knows that one's coming. Taking one for the team there, Greaves. Definite yellow card. One minute minimum stoppage time remaining. West Brom attacking. Is Walton going to keep that in? Yes, he is. O'Shea to Greaves. Long ball forward. Hoofed clear by Callum Stiles. And out of play. And that should be that, shouldn't it? That's 94-30. Ipswich throw in. Baggies fans showing their appreciation. I don't have the sound on, but I guess for James Morrison and the job he's done to get them safe. Rochdale have taken the lead apparently in that big game in the National League. I think they're playing York, aren't they? Three seconds of the 5 minutes minimum stoppage time remaining. Mattassi with a little touch off. Full time. West Brom 0. Ipswich 0. We said many times during this broadcast, a draw actually is okay for both sides. West Brom came into this game today knowing that championship survival that they had already secured before the points deduction yesterday would be made safe one more time if they just scored a point. They have done that. Ipswich went into today's game knowing that if they scored 4 points from the remaining 3 games, a win, a draw, and a defeat, that they will be back in the Premier League. They've got the draw, Ipswich. They now need 1 win from the final 2 games. Ipswich now played 44, 80 points. Millwall played 45, 80 points. Middlesbrough have won 5-1 against Watford. They have played 45, 79 points. Southampton played 44, 76. It is Southampton versus Ipswich on Tuesday night in the head-to-head. If Ipswich beat Southampton on Tuesday, they are back in the Premier League. Southampton play an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley against Manchester City later on today. That is the lay of the land. Ipswich's upside, they can get 86 points. Millwall's upside, they can get 83. Borough can get 82. Southampton can get 82. Kieran McKenna and the Ipswich players go over to the Town fans. Pragmatism needed today. Would you gamble to try and win the game, or would you go with the odds that you've got 2 games to go, you just need to win one of them? Ipswich's final game of the season is at home to QPR. Were Ipswich to lose to Southampton on Tuesday and beat QPR on final day, they would have 83 points, and unless we get the miracle of all goal difference swings, they would be promoted on goal difference, even if Millwall beat Oxford on final day. It would be a heartbreaking one for Millwall. They could miss out on goal difference and go into the playoffs. But that is where we are today. The game, much of a muchness, nerve-shredding stuff. I thought West Brom were quite patently the better side until about 55, 60 minutes. And then it was a much more, I don't even want to say even, last half hour. It's just West Brom's kind of dominance wasn't there. We had a lot of intensity from the Baggies, a lot of pressing. I thought Imre, the right back, was the man of the match. I thought he was the best player on the pitch, especially in the first half. There were chances, weren't they? DK should have put West Brom 1-0 up. Kipray's asleep. He wants Walton to come and grab the ball. It's not Walton's to gather. Kipray needs to deal with it. DK's in 1v1. He should score. Walton makes the save. Walton's played well today, actually. He's made 2 or 3 decent saves, and he shouldn't have had a hope with that DK chance. That should have been 1-0 West Brom. Another couple blocked and go by the post. There's one that Walton's not seen. I forget whether that was Price or Diakite. The point stands that the general momentum in the first half was with West Brom. However, Ivan Azon, the slightly misfiring Ipswich Town number 9, should have scored in the first half. He gets played into the channel. Lob it over the keeper. Anything on target is a goal. And Casey McAteer's volley low across the box. Can't sort his feet out. Very similar to his miss against Charlton in midweek. Skies it over the bar. Nervy stuff into the second half. I thought Ipswich looked so leggy, so nervous for that 10-15 minutes. To be fair to Ipswich Town, and you can tell me as much as you like about how much players are paid and how much transfer fees are. Ipswich in the month of April played on the 6th, the 11th, the 14th, the 19th and the 22nd, and have played 3 away games out of the... and today the 25th, and have played 4 away games out of 5. So physically, mentally, Ipswich did look a bit drained in terms of... They've been to Charlton and won on Wednesday night in terms of taking the game to West Brom. West Brom didn't play midweek and had... West Brom did play midweek. It's a 3-game week, wasn't it? But West Brom have had gaps in midweeks and Ipswich have not. And West Brom just looked more sprightly, had more energy, more intensity about them until that final 30 minutes where Ipswich could go to the bench, couldn't they? And I think Philogene calmed Ipswich down a little bit for the last 30 minutes. Cedric Kipray had the ball in the net, but he's offside, isn't he? Jack Clark had a slip when he could have put a shot. It's on the angle, but it would have been a chance. But, you know, other than those 2 Ivan Azon chances, Ipswich weren't much of an attacking force. And today was just about adding 1 of the 4 points on to mean that you've got margin for error now. Ipswich can lose at Southampton and still be promoted. And look, if Ipswich were leggy today, Southampton have got to go and play an FA Cup semi-final, don't they, later on against Manchester City. That's about the size of it. We are still playing at Charlton. Charlton are 2-1 up and we are into stoppage time. So, unless Hull score twice in stoppage time and Charlton lose the game, they will be safe. And moreover, Oxford United will be relegated. As I'm sat here right now, that's not confirmed, but it is odds on that Oxford are being relegated today. And it could potentially, if we get results move in a certain direction on Tuesday night, it could potentially be that we're only looking at 6th place race when we get to the weekend. That would be the dream for Ipswich fans, because that would mean Ipswich had beaten Southampton on Tuesday, in which case they would be promoted with a win at St Mary's. There you go. Nerve-shredding stuff. I don't wear one of those gimmick watches, but my heart rate was very, very high during West Brom 0, Ipswich 0. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. And I think the headline, I guess, is Ipswich edge closer to promotion. 1 win from the last 2 games and Ipswich Town are back in the Premier League after 1 season down in the Championship. And West Brom are safe, despite being deducted 2 points yesterday. 0-0. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you lot for your support today. Nerve-shredding one for me. Sorry, I didn't realise that was a super chat we got earlier there. I want to thank all my super chatters: Gaffer, Aconite Universe, Liam, Soft Shallow, Jason, Kelly, and Jay. Thanks so much for your support. Thank you everybody down on TikTok. I'm going to wave farewell and close that stream down right now. And we will be back with the hot takes. They'll be out early-ish tomorrow morning. And we're going to do all of this again on Tuesday night. The mother of all, end of season, head-to-heads between Ipswich and Southampton in the playoffs. I will say now, good luck, Southampton. Say in the playoffs? In the Championship. It's been a long 2 hours. 2.5 hours, Zoe. 2 hours, 17 minutes. So good luck to Southampton in the FA Cup semi-final. And in the 3 p.m s, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more games to go. We're still hanging on. Oh, no, it is full time. So Charlton are safe. Oxford are relegated. We can end the stream by saying that. Those are your headlines already. You already know them ahead of the hot takes tomorrow. We'll see you for that. We'll see you for watch along on Monday night. I'll see you for Sportsman Untitled on Monday as well. Thank you for watching. Over and out. West Brom 0. Ipswich 0. I'm going to go and sit in the dark.